In our previous conversation, we discussed a study on tadpole development conducted by Nadine Harris, the author of The Deep Well Effect. This research revealed that tadpoles injected with corticosterone during their metamorphosis into small frogs were able to escape from overcrowded ponds, distancing themselves from their peers who had not yet developed legs. Conversely, if tadpoles are subjected to corticosterone too early in their developmental stages, it can hinder their growth and lead to various unforeseen complications, including a compromised immune system, reduced lung capacity, and potentially elevated blood pressure along with neurodevelopmental issues. This raises important questions. Why do young tadpoles exposed to stress hormones experience such detrimental effects? Furthermore, what implications might arise for children who encounter challenges that exceed their coping abilities at a young age? Curious minds, education binds. Hello everyone. This is Summer. Elevated corticosterone levels can disrupt the functioning of various hormones and bodily systems. Research indicates that early exposure to corticosterone can hinder the normal operation of hormones, including thyroid hormones, resulting in tadpoles that do not develop properly and prematurely enter the metamorphosis phase. In our everyday lives, are children akin to those tadpoles, encountering early exposure to stressors that may not align with their natural developmental trajectories? Could these excessive challenges pose risks to their well-being? Might the cumulative effects of such stressors eventually lead to significant difficulties in their development? I have a kid who has a buddy we'll call Ryan for now. Ryan usually likes to do his own thing and doesn't really look for friends to play with, especially in groups. But when he's with someone he knows, he lights up. One time, Ryan's mom invited some kids he knew to a playground by the lake. When Ryan spotted his friends running around on the grass, he hurried back to his mom and quietly said, "I don't want to play, I want to go home." His mom, a bit annoyed, replied, "You said you wanted to hang out with the kids, and I set this up for you. So why the sudden change? What do you really want?" Ryan just looked down and stayed quiet. His mom kept encouraging him, saying, "You should go play. We came all this way, so make the most of it and have some fun. You know them. Just jump in. Once you start, it'll be easier." Ryan started to feel nervous, taking a few small steps forward but then backing off, peeking at his friends while hiding behind his mom. He went back and forth for a bit, but eventually he gave in, clung to his mom and shouted, "I want to go home." It is evident that the expectations set by the mother exceed little A's current developmental capabilities. If this situation occurs regularly, the impact of overstimulation on him will likely become more significant. Given his traits associated with autism spectrum disorder, ASD, which heighten his sensitivity, managing this stress becomes increasingly challenging. Consequently, little M may show reluctance to visit the playground, experience heightened anxiety at bedtime, and potentially strain his emotional bond with his mother. While the mother's perception of her child's social skills may seem like a reasonable challenge, it is akin to administering an inappropriate dose of cortisol to a tadpole, which not only fails to address the issue but can also cause harm. When an individual encounters stressors that do not align with their developmental stage and abilities, the cortisol released during such times may provide temporary relief but can ultimately hinder their physical and psychological growth. It is crucial to recognize that the timing of these stressful experiences plays a vital role. Therefore, when encouraging children to engage in social situations, it is essential to assess their readiness and ensure that they receive the necessary support and guidance. Understanding your child's unique personality and needs is of utmost importance. Some children may require additional encouragement and guidance, while others might benefit from a secure support system when encountering difficulties. Moreover, the nature of the support provided should be tailored to the individual child. For instance, certain children may find it helpful to engage in preparatory activities and role-playing to ease their anxiety, while others may prefer a more hands-off approach, where you remain available to assist during an activity. It is essential to observe the child's responses closely and adapt your support accordingly. This attentive and flexible approach can significantly aid in helping children navigate social situations, fostering their growth rather than leaving them feeling overwhelmed and frustrated. Occasionally, I hear parents express a desire to cultivate resilience in their children, stating, "I want him to learn to face setbacks without always wanting to escape. I won't always be there to help. He must learn to tackle challenges independently. However, it is vital to consider whether we can genuinely empathize with our child's perspective. While resilience is indeed a valuable trait, we must recognize that children's emotional capacities and abilities are not limitless. Simply stepping back may not promote resilience. It could instead lead to feelings of isolation and helplessness, exacerbating anxiety and frustration. Therefore, as we encourage our children to confront challenges, it is equally important to provide appropriate support and understanding. Curious minds, education binds. This is Summer. Thank you for your time.